Okay. Namaste. Yesterday we did yoga in Isha Upanishad, right? So I'll just tell you what all we have done till now. Say we have done Aitariya, Krishna Yajurveda Kata, Taitariya, and also we did from Shukla Yajurveda, we did Isha Upanishad. Okay. Now today we'll be doing Bridharyanak Upanishad. Okay. Now in Bridharyanak, okay. Aranyaka, the word itself means forest. Okay. So it's Bridharyanak, it's wild forest. Okay. So why it is, we'll just see. Okay. Now this belongs to Shukla Yajurveda, and it is written by sage. It belongs to sage Yajnavalkya. Okay, and it has 6 adhyayas. Okay, and this Bridharyanak Upanishad, it is based. It is not based on. It is about the Atman, that is the self. Okay, and it has got metaphysical reality. In fact, not two, it's one. First, it's about Brahman that we will speak later. And it also focuses on the ethics. Ethics, you can say, like Yama Niyama. Okay, it focuses more on the ethics and on the knowledge. Okay, on the knowledge. And yeah. So, but the translation, if you see, of Bridharyanak Upanishad, Adi Shankaras will be different. Upanishad is the same. Okay, knowledge is the same, but only the interpretation will be different. As I spoke to you about that Acharya Traya, right? In the classical, post-classical, I spoke about Acharya Traya. The 3 Acharyas came, they gave their bhashyas, commentary. Okay. So, yes. Now, what does this word exactly mean? Bridharyanak. Aranyaka, I said forest. So, Bridharyanak, great wilderness, wilderness, you can say, or forest. We can call it as forest Upanishad. Okay, forest. Okay, and as I said, it's written by sage Yajnavalkya. It's written by Yajnavalkya, and it has 3 sections. Okay, those sections are called Madhu Kand, Muni Kand, okay, and Khila Kand. Okay, Madhu Kand, Muni Kand, and Khila Kand. These 3 things. And this Bridharyanak Upanishad starts, it starts, it talks, when it starts, the starting of the Upanishad talks about the Vedic theory of creation of this universe, like how we in school, college, we studied about Big Bang theory, right? So similarly, this talks about, in the Vedic way, it talks about how this universe was created. And it says that there was nothing before the universe started. Okay. Then the Prajapati, who is said to be the creator of this universe, he sacrificed himself and he gave a prana, life force. Okay. He was the one who introduced the life force, which is called prana. Okay. In the form of what? In the form of matter and energy. Okay, matter and energy, and then he created that, and then he put prana into it. Okay. So the Upanishad says this world is nothing but a combination of matter and energy. And that's what science also says. Okay. Now, this is constituted of first the Brahman, and the Atman, which has come out of Brahman. Brahman is the ultimate reality. Okay. Now, what is the metaphysics of it? It says that this Brahman is non-dual in nature. See, because Shankara theory is very popular in all colleges, everywhere they follow Shankara's theory, Adi Shankara's theory. So, as per Adi Shankara theory, it is non-dual.
Advaita Vedanta.
Yes, it's Advaita Vedanta. Okay, monism. And it also says that this, it accepts the oneness of Atman with Brahman, and it says that this universe came out of nothing. Okay, it came out of nothing. Then, if it has come out of nothing, then what it says, that is why it says Aham Brahmasmi. That time only that Aham Brahmasmi was there. Brahman was there. There was nothing. Okay. In Discovery of India, I don't know if you have watched that introductory song. पृथ्वी से पहले कुछ भी नहीं था, आकाश भी नहीं था, अंतरिक्ष भी. If you all remember, it was like that. So it says that there was nothing before. Okay. Then afterwards, in the second section, it's this Upanishad. It is actually a conversation between Ajat-Shatru and Balki. Okay. Now, what was this conversation about? It was a conversation about theory of dreams. So, see, when you hear this word theory of dreams, you immediately connect it with psychology. Okay. So, it's an Upanishad, such an ancient Upanishad. It had dream analysis also. I mean, how closely it is related to psychology. And this psychology, Western psychology just developed around, I think, 16th, 17th century. AD, I'm talking about AD. Okay, now, it talks about as a theory of dreams. Okay. Now, how can we say that that person is dreaming? Because while in the waking state, it is the mind which controls the sense organs, right? So, but in the sleeping state, while the person is sleeping, what happens? When the eyes are closed, for some time the connection is lost between the mind and the brain. Okay? So what this mind, it withdraws the power of all the sense organs. See, sense organs always run after objects, correct? So this, it gets the power it draws all the power of the sense organs, and that is why we say that mind creates, this world is the creation of our mind. Sometimes in English we make that statement, no? This world is the creation of our mind. So this is what we mean by saying that. Yeah. So
it's not coming into PPT. It's not covered under PPT. Your PPT pages are not moving actually.
No. This is just one Upanishad I am talking about. I have only one slide for one Upanishad.
Oh, it's like that. Okay.
So like that, whatever I have studied, remembered, I am just telling everything. Because that much detail you don't need in the level 3. It's only yoga, from yoga point of view, we need to learn. And we know Shankara's concept. Atman, Brahman is one. So in every Upanishad, it's going to come like that. Because we are studying only his interpretation. That has become very popular. So we are studying. Okay, so that's why it's not moving. Okay, this is how the theory of dream, he says, that is why mind has the power to create. So that's why if you relate it to Patanjali Yoga Sutras, mind has the power to create. That is why, precisely why Patanjali Muni said, Chitta Vritti Nirodha, you stop all the vrittis. So mind has no function, no job. So from mind we'll go to no mind. So you can just relate it with that. Okay, so Atman and Brahman is one. Yeah. So this also talks about the theory of dreams. Okay, and then as we go, just important points only I'm telling you. As we go further, in the next section, there is a dialogue between, see, that was a dialogue between Yakivalkya and, Ajat and this is the further section. There is a conversation between Yajnavalkya and Maitreyi. Now, what is this discussion? The discussion is about the nature of love and spirituality. Okay. Now, here what they say about Yajnavalkya, what he says, we should connect oneself with the other self. When we will be able to connect, because if we see this self as the same self, okay, the same self we should be able to see in everyone. That is what it is saying. No, Atman and Brahman is one. When that is one, then how can we see different self in different people? That is what they argue. Okay. So here, Yajnavalkya is saying the connection between two human beings. It should be that whatever self is there inside, you should be able to see the same self. Like that, many sadhu sant, they have seen like that. I think one Tukaram or I don't remember the exact sant name. Probably you all can help me. The dog was very hungry and he was eating. So he took away the roti from his hand. Then what this, I don't remember the son's name. He's running after that dog, saying that, Are, you take this ghee also. How will you eat? Only roti. So he saw, but that was through the bhakti route. Huh? Bhakti route. So he saw the same self in that dog also.
Ma'am,
Okay.
and one more thing is this Santa Ekanath. Yeah, he had brought water from the Ganga river, and which is considered to be very auspicious and holy water. So while he was walking down in the desert, he saw a donkey, very thirsty and about to die donkey. So he didn't wait for a moment. He didn't think that how can I, because he was lifting so much of water from there for his Ganga puja and all that. So
yeah, see, they are all such great people. So he gave because he could see the thing. We do it out of courtesy, right? But we did not see that same self inside that dog or donkey, whatever. Out of courtesy, we give. So that is that. So here, when it comes to Upanishad, it is a realization. You have to see it and you have to realize it. Okay. So that here the love will be to see the soul. Okay. Only to see the self, the Atman. Okay. So here that's what he's saying. Then further when you go, only important points I've taken. Yeah.
Ma'am,
it's-
here you're given description of the nadis, 72,000 nadis about.
No, I am not talked about the nadis.
Here the picture, it is there, no ma'am. Point, the third point, description of the nadis.
Description of the nadis. Because description of prana has also come. No? That is right. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So, now he says that in this full world, you have two kinds of beings. One is organic and the other is inorganic. Now, what are these organic beings? Like human beings, plants, animals, and even those Devi Devtas. They all come under organic being. And which is inorganic? Like you have these bhutas, Pancha Mahabhuta. No? Why they are called Jada? They are inorganic, no? Jada they are. They can come into being only if that consciousness comes in. Okay, only if the consciousness comes in, then they will get that being. Otherwise, till then they are Jada only. Okay, they are unconscious, they are Jada. Okay, then, so how do we get the experience? The so-called Atman, which is in bondage. Okay? If it wants an experience, it has to, it needs Indriyas, correct? If that Atma wants to experience something in this world, you need Indriyas for that. Okay, Indriyas, then this body you need. Then only it will be able to, that Atma can experience this world. Okay, but this Jada and conscious, they both are closely related to each other. Okay, they are closely related to each other. They are, say, you can say mutually dependent on each other. So to experience Atma, if it needs an experience, it needs this Jada. Then only it can experience. And Jada, if these Mahabhutas, which are Jada in nature, if they want to come into being, then you need the help of this Atma. Okay? So, this theory works like that. And then, further, that Bridharyanak Upanishad, in the further sections, again, this Upanishad is very large, biggest one, Upanishad. Okay. Now here in this later section, 4th chapter, you have a dialogue between King Janaka and Yajnavalkya. Now, we all know who is King Janaka, right? King Janaka and Yajnavalkya. Now, here it talks about the existence of the soul, and it also talks about how the soul, manifests itself. I said, when the soul manifests itself, we already said it has to take the help of a Jada. Okay. Now, it also talks about six manifestation of the human life. What is the 6 forms? The 6 forms are, one is pragya. Pragya means we normally translate it as wisdom. Correct? Pragya we translate it as wisdom. But in this case, pragya is consciousness, because here there is no other word, no? Yeah. So, consciousness. Pragya means consciousness. Then, second, there are 6 things, right? Second is priyam. Priya normally we say love. Okay? Here, it is not only love and the will to live. Okay, will to live. That also comes under Priyam. Okay, Satyam. Satyam, all of us know it is the ultimate truth, reality. Okay, then comes Ananta. Ananta means it has no beginning, no end, endlessly. Okay, eternal. Ananta is eternal. Okay, then Ananda. Okay, Ananda is bliss. Okay, total bliss. See, these 6 points are how the soul manifests in human life with the help of these qualities. As I said, it takes the help of Jada, but it will need all these things. Okay, Ananda and Sthiti. Sthiti means calm, staying calm. Okay, yeah. So these 6 things are also mentioned in the 4th chapter.
These are only 5, no? Prajna, Priyam, Satyam, Anantam, and Sthiti. Only 5 has come. Where's the 6th one?
Yeah, one is missing, Anantam, eternal.
Yeah. Pragya, Priyam, Satyam, Sthiti.
Sthiti, okay. Anantam and Sthiti.
Yeah, so 6 things, no?
No, 5, no. Prajna, see, I mean, PPT, Prajna, Priyam, Satyam, Anandam, Sthiti.
Sorry, this is Anandam. Then other than this, Ananta. Ananta
Okay,
is endless. Oh, I'm
okay,
sorry. I am sorry. I'll just add this. I'll just add this. Ananta.
Saraswati, you can correct it now only. This PPT.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, done. Okay. So it's I forgot to. I forgot.
Hello, request is there. Please note it down after the lecture is over. Recording is going on, no? Sir. Gopinan sir, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are the 6 things. Okay. 6 forms. Okay. So now here it also covers this Upanishad. As I said, it's huge. It also covers what happens to the soul after one dies. So full explanation is given. Okay. Yeah. So here the explanation will vary. As I said, if you read the interpretation of Adi Shankara, it will be different. If you read the interpretation of Madhvacharya, it will be different. Because he talks about dualism. Whereas, yes, he talks about monism, non-dual. Okay, everything is one. So that will, it depends on our thinking. Okay, okay, so what else he says? To prove that oneness, he says, no, Atma and Brahman is one. Okay, non-dualism, correct? So to prove that, he says, he's used the concept of neti. Okay, now what is the meaning of neti? Not this, not, okay, neti means not this. You can say it is a principle of negation, or you can say elimination. I think if you call it principle of negation, it will be better to understand our Atma. Okay, so for this, he is saying you keep asking yourself, am I this body? See, the definition of Atma is, we have already seen, Atma, Brahman is one. Brahman, whatever qualities are there, same qualities Atma will also have. Okay, Atma will also have the same. Then you can ask them, am I this body? No. Then why it is changing then? That time, 50 years back, I was so much, and then after 25 years, now I'm like this, right? So I'm not the body. Okay. Then am I these senses? Okay. No, I'm not the senses, because it keeps, the taste keeps changing, it keeps running after the objects. It's not steady. Yeah. It keeps, it goes after, it has thirst for objects. Okay, it keeps changing. Oh, then I'm not this mind. Then again you have to keep asking. Then what am I? You keep, am I this buddhi? Am I this ahankar? Am I this buddhi? So you have to keep asking. Then you go on negating.
Yeah, Nirvana Shatakam, he said like that.
Yes, in Nirvana Shatakam. So you keep negating one after the other, you keep negating. And finally, what is remaining is the soul. That is Atma. So that is what he is saying. He followed the principle of neti neti. Or you can say the principle of negation. Then finally he says that you cannot describe it. After doing all this, finally, he says, yeah, it is Sata, Chitta, Ananda, everything is okay. Yet, it is indescribable. You cannot describe it. Okay, that's what he says. And then they talk about karma. Karma. They talk a lot about karma. If you do virtuous actions, then you become virtuous. If you do vices or bad actions, you become bad. So there also the karma will come into play. So here they talk about karma also, and they talk about it talks about the ethics also. Okay, karma, of course, good karma and bad karma, and also, one second. And I said they talk about good karma, bad karma. Then they talk about this neti neti, and finally they say that the Brahman is what you call infinite. Okay, so Atman has come out of Brahman. So Atman will have all the qualities of Brahman. Okay, so this Atman is also infinite, just like Brahman. Atman. So if that is why both are same. That is why Brahman and Atman is one. Okay. And then it also talks about the two mantras, which we already know. We say in the form of prayer. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashish. Already we spoke about the meaning. Purnamada, that, Purnamidam. Both are Purna. So if you Purnasya, it's complete by itself. And if you remove something from Purna, then also it will remain Purna. That Purna. If you remove something from this Purna or you add something to Purna, then also it will remain unaffected. Yeah. So that is why now they are saying both are one. Okay. Then another Pavamana mantra that also we chant in the form of a prayer. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutam Gamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay, so this Upanishad, very short, whatever is there, important one, I've just told you. It also talks about prana. It says that prana is a life force, no? So it says that it is located somewhere near the space, Akasha, Hridaya Akasha, they say. That Akasha which is next to the heart. Okay, and this the thing is Aham Brahmasmi. I am that Brahman. Okay, so okay, that is a Mahavakya. Some of the Upanishads they contain Mahavakya. Okay, Now, let's come to Chandogya Upanishad. Okay, this Chandogya Upanishad, it belongs to Samaveda. Okay, Samaveda, it's called, that Veda is in the form of a poetry, in the form of a song. Okay, so it belongs to Samaveda, and this Chandogya Upanishad, it opens with the chant of Om. Okay, so that is we are just speaking about the speciality of each Upanishad. Okay, now we do Om in our yoga also, we do Om, right? So we chant Om. So this Om is called as Udgita. Udgita. In some places they teach Udgita Pranayam, like that they talk, no? So this is what this regarding, it's regarding Om. Okay, in some institutes, some big institutes and all, they talk of Udgita Pranayam. Okay, so this Chandogya Upanishad also talks about the nature of the dharma and ashramas. Okay, now this dharma, they are of three types, you know, this yajna, swadhyaya, dana. Like how you have yama niyama in the sutras, similarly, not like how you have there, you learned that first, so I'm taking that example. This was the first one, okay, and that knowledge was taken from here. Okay, dharma, yajna, swadhyaya, and dana. Okay, yajna, yes, that performance of yajna, and swadhyaya, again you have heard about it in Yoga Sutras.
Studies of the scripts.
Yes, yes. Yeah, this, yes, this Swadhyaya, here it will be, you can look at it in two ways, this Swadhyaya. Okay. Yeah, as you said, study of the self, or you can say self-study. Okay. So, study of self-study is, you're talking about studying of the granthas, the scriptures, to understand the reality. And self-study. Self-study means analyzing your own inner self. Okay, analyzing your own inner self. So, again, to analyze your own inner self, you will need the help of a guru. Again, for that, Adi Shankara, he has written, okay, the three things: Shravana, Manana, and Nididhyasana. Okay, he has talked of these three things: Shravana, Manana, and Nididhyasana. First, you have to listen. Not hear, just listen. Listen and then take it here. Okay, Shravana, Manana. Manana, after doing Shravana, you go back home. Home means whatever during that time. You go back and sit and reflect upon what that Guru said. Okay, first of all, you have to go to a Guru and you have to sit and reflect upon. Then, after that, Nididhyasana. You are only reflecting upon it, you are thinking about it. Then, the last one is Nididhyasana. You have to actually meditate on the truth. To experience the truth, you have to meditate. Because the Gurus can guide you. They themselves say that it is indescribable. Okay. If a person has described, that means he is not fully done. Because each one's inner journey will be different. Right? You will not get the same experience as I, or somebody else will not get the same experience as me. Okay? Only the basics we should get it right, and the actual meditation analysis only we can do. Tapa, this is also, or these are all part of that The tapa is a part of in sutras it is Kriya Yoga, but in Hatha Yoga Pradipika, tapa is a part of Yama Niyama. Okay? Tapa, Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya again. If you want to realize the self, you can't have the best of everything. If you want to realize, actually take the experience, you are asked to. That's why they leave the family and they go into the forest, to do meditation. That is just one part of the story. Then the other part, then only brahmacharis can get self-realization, others cannot get. Then the question will arise. Yeah. So for family people, it is it's a moderation of everything. Okay. So Brahmacharya, Acharya. Brahma means Brahman, that truth. Achara means conduct. How you conduct yourself in this world, that's very important. So for family people, we can look upon it like that. And mostly family people, they take up, bhakti, Puranas, they take up like that. But Brahmacharya meaning is, even family people can do it, but you have to, in order to realize the truth, you have to conduct yourself in that specific way, what is given in the Upanishad. Okay, now this also talks about 4 ashramas. Yeah, now we know the 4 ashramas: Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyas. Okay, Brahmacharya from 0 years to, I think, 20 or something, 20, 25. They are with the Guru. In the Gurukul system, they are with the Guru. Yeah, so they have to learn, research. They have their own method of, we call nowadays, hands-on experience. So in the Gurukul system, they used to have a proper hands-on experience. Yeah. They will not dictate any notes. They will not write down anything. Everything from here you have to work. They'll give you some task to do. You have to do that task, and through the task you have to learn the principle or the Siddhanta, whatever is, or through stories or something like that. Okay, so Brahmacharya, Grihastha. Now here there are 2 options. Not everyone go into Grihasthashram. Some they opt out of Grihasthashram. They say they want to continue. So they can jump from Brahmacharya directly to sannyasi. Okay. And nowadays also you see, so many young sannyasis, you see, and they give such wonderful lectures. We wonder how come they learned. Young sannyasis, I'm talking about proper sannyasis, very young, and they give lectures, that discourses which they give. So one option is from here you can jump to sannyasa. Otherwise, you have to go through this whole process. You cannot say from grahastha, oh, now I don't want vanaprastha, I'll go. Like that you cannot say. From brahmacharya, yes, it is possible. Otherwise, you have to go through the whole process. Okay, as we are going through. All of us are going through. I think except Srijit, no? Srijit? I don't know whether he's there. Okay. So, yeah, so you have to go proper through Grihastha then full 25 years you have to spend with the family, with the children, and then Vanaprastha. You have to complete all once you enter the Grihastha Ashrama, you have to complete all your duties. Then in Vanaprastha Ashrama, now you are given a second chance. Here, the duties are over. I'm explaining in detail because Srijit is also there. That's right. duties are over when you enter. That is 50 plus. In those days, it was 50 plus. Now, even after 60 plus also, we hang on to the children. Beti ka shadi, first studies, the children study. Oh, then my daughter has to get son, whatever, get married. Then I'm going through that stage now. I'm openly. Then daughter gets, she's got married, they have got married, 4-5 years are over. So children, उनके बच्चे, फिर उनके बच्चे बड़े हो जाएंगे, then उनका attention, and then they have to get married. So this thing, no, it keeps going on and on and on. Okay, that is why this Vanaprastha was introduced. that maybe they know like people like us are going to come. So Vanaprastha, you have the full choice. Not that you have to leave your family and go. You have that full choice. It will be better. Give up your responsibilities. Renounce. Enough. Ho gaya bahut. Give up your responsibilities are over. You can Vanaprastha means you like jungle or forest or whatever. Over there in those days they used to have many different gurus used to have ashrams over there. They used to never advertise or do anything. People on their own, they used to walk to the ashram and they used to go. Now, if you switch on your YouTube, every time one ad will come. This is for personality development, do that for meditation class, all they'll be advertising. No? So they are nothing. They can leave. They can go as a couple, husband, wife. They can go settle in some ashram. But that is each one's priority. They can decide and they can go Vanaprastha and they will listen to that.
Mahabharat, it is said, after Mahabharat war, Dhritarashtra went to this, he went to forest.
He went to forest. He gave up all his basic responsibility. He gave up and then that also you should have a big heart to leave and then go. Uske liye bhi you need to be strong and have a big heart for that. So Vanaprastha, and then Sannyasashrama, totally you are alone on your own. You have completely renounced everything. You don't even know tomorrow's food where it is going to come from. So we are going sannyas. So here you have this Mahavakya Tattvamasi. Okay, you have this Mahavakya Tattvamasi. Tattvamasi means you are that. Okay. Uddalaka, he's explaining to his son. Okay. Shvetaketu. So he's explaining the full story. Not story. He's telling him. You are that Tattvamasi. Why he says that? Because he's he talks about, see here since it is monism, again Brahman and Atman are one. Same principle here. Brahman and Atman one. To explain that Brahman, he says that Brahman is infinite. Okay? Yeah. It is the origin of everything, whatever is there. Everything is the origin. Then he says that Atman is come out of Brahman. So, Atman has the same quality of Brahman. So, Atman is also the origin of whatever the things you see around the world. Okay? Atman is the origin. So, that's what. So, if this is also origin of everything, Atman is also origin of everything. So, Atman and Brahman is one. So, that is why he tells to Shvetaketu, Tattvamasi, you are that principle. Okay. So that is, yeah. That was, and here the main stress is on Om. Yeah, because we practice that chanting, no? Om. So the main stress is on that Om. Okay. Now, let's go to Prashna Upanishad. Okay, Prashna Upanishad. Now, this Prashna Upanishad is a part of Atharva Veda. Okay, Upanishad is the last part of the Vedas. Okay, so this particular Upanishad, it belongs to, or it's a part of the Atharva Veda. Now, it begins, how does it begin? It begins by saying, it is it's more than a dialogue. You can say that Guru Pippalada Guru, he is teaching his disciples. And those disciples, they will ask different questions. Okay. Now, out of those questions, as an answer, he gives the full explanation. Okay, as an answer. Okay. So now, how it goes? Okay. Now here also, they have given lot of importance to Yama Niyama. Okay, lot of importance. As I said, almost in every Upanishad that Brahmacharya will be there. Yeah, because that is the only strong thing. Right? Brahmacharya and Tapas. Yeah, these two will be there in almost every Upanishad. And Shraddha, faith. Faith means immobile faith. Okay. For what you need all these things? Yama, Niyama, okay, ethical principles, they call so-called ethical principles. Just to realize that Atman and Brahman, just to realize that. Okay, as a beginning, like how in Ashtanga Yoga, they start with Yama Niyama and then only they go to the asana. No? Similarly, before doing the meditation, you have to go through all these principles. And it also talks about Rai and Prana. Okay. Rai means matter. Prana means energy. Okay. So, first came Prana. Okay. According to this Upanishad. Yeah. And then came Rai. And the combination of which then gave rise to this, say, universe. Okay. Now, what this Guru Pippalada, he advises his disciple to realize that Atman and Brahman is one. In order to realize that, you have to meditate on Om. Okay. Now, that is also another important aspect. Okay. Whichever is important from yoga point of view, we have stressed on those points. Okay. He has asked to meditate on Om. Now, Om is, again, we all know it is made up of 3 syllables. A, U and Okay, A, U and So what this Guru Pippalada says, if you meditate on only A, first part, then you will get a quick rebirth. Quick rebirth. Okay, if you meditate on the syllable A. Okay, and how will you get that rebirth? With all these ethics, which has been mentioned here, no? Brahmacharya, tapas, shraddha. You may be thinking, sometimes very small children and all, they know so many things. For example, Prahalada, of course, that is a Purana story. Prahalada, he was in the Asura family. Okay. In spite of being in the Asur family, he was praying to Narayan. Narayan, he used to say. For which his father used to get angry and he used to go to kill him. Okay. So that's what happens at young age when some child gets, we find it as a miracle. But that would have been their previous, maybe they would have meditated on earth. Okay. And they, in spite of having good points, the beauty is they might have done something, one small minor mistake, for which he was put into the Asura family. Okay. So, okay. Leads to quick rebirth, and with all these yamas, all these ethical character, ethical goals. Then and u, if you meditate like that, two together, if you meditate, you get that intermediate level of knowledge about the Atma. Okay. Now, in spite of getting the knowledge of the Atma, this is one category. They are realized, but still they are a part of family. If you are a part of family, then your duties will be there, na? Then karmas will be there. So till the karmas are exhausted, you have to still keep coming, no? But you will get a good quality life. Okay. They are born like a king. They enjoy all heavenly life. But whatever heavenly life you enjoy, he is still reborn. Because just because that person is good, that good karma is also a karma, no? That good karma also you have to give up. Okay, then only the rebirth will not be. Okay. Now this is for A and U. If you meditate, you will get like that. It is said in the Upanishad. So that is a pramana. Okay. So you can
it's like yoga bhrashta, na? We get that concept in Bhagavad Gita's yoga bhrashta, little bit like that.
Yeah. Yoga bhrashta. Yes. Yoga bhrashta. But here it's not exactly, it is yoga bhrashta. But he didn't do any bhrashta. He was true to himself. He got the knowledge, everything. But he continued to live like that. Okay, so that way. Okay. Now, what will happen if you do on Om? Okay, Om. This is a famous one which all the yoga teachers, students, everybody practice this thing. Okay, and there is a proportion also. Ma is equal. You get a different effect. Is short, and U and U. And U are short, and Ma is very long. Then you get a different effect. Like that, so much research, no, they are doing especially in S-Vyasa. I think Gopinathan sir will know, Nanan sir also. They do a lot of research there. So in the Upanishad says this. Based on this, they did research and they are giving different results. If you stress on different syllable, you will get different results. Okay, so the meditation on Om, here you will get the full ultimate knowledge. Okay, and he reaches that world of Brahman. Now, when nothing was there, that time this Om existed. That was the only word which existed. Okay, before even the universe came, that was the only word which existed. So, once you get this full knowledge of Om, okay, by meditating, get means actually you have to realize. Knowledge you can get by listening also. Actually, when you realize, then he reaches the world of the Brahman. He becomes one with Brahman, then he can say, Atman and Brahman are one. because he has realized it. For that particular yogi, this vyavaharik sansar, it disappears for him. Only for that particular yogi. See, by getting self-realization, the whole world will not stop. It will continue to function. Only for that particular yogi, he will. Okay. So that was yoga in Prashna Upanishad. Okay. Now, Mundaka, I think we need to stop here. Menon sir.
Ma'am, disciple name is there.
1 minute.
Prashna Upanishad.